Alright, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jody Matoma and I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark. I live in Canada, but I resell on Poshmark, the US platform, so I don't actually ship to Canadians, just Americans. So let's just get right into it without skipping a beat. So the last thing that sold just 23 minutes ago is this NHL Reebok Edmonton Oilers hat. So most of my stuff I get at the bins, at the Goodwill bins, or the outlet center, or the impact center. It has different names, but that's where I get most of my inventory. So I pay no more than $2 for anything that I pick up. For example, this jacket would probably be closer to that $2 mark because it's rather, but then I'm planning on getting just hats moving forward. So once my current inventory is no longer, I will only be focusing on picking up hats moving forward. So, but I still do have about 550 to 600 inventory that is not hats. But and so, for example, for hats, that's only about 10 cents worth because you pay by the weight at the Goodwill bins. So 10 cents for hats, $2 for this. And so this is Fiore, a denim jacket, vintage. Paid $2 probably and sold it for 14. Also keep in mind, if I say $2, I guess that's $2 Canadian is what I paid for at the bins, and then these prices that you're seeing on the screen here are American, USD. So this would be closer to about $18 Canadian. But then you gotta take the fees out and all that. So I'm not gonna mention that every time. Just keep that in mind going forward. So this one sold for 14 bucks. This beanie probably got at the bins. Yeah, got at the bins probably 10 cents, 5 cents. Sold for 7 American. This Champion athletic zip up top sold for 13. This one here I actually got at Plato's Closet, 90% off sale. This is Versace's lower end, V Italia or 1969 V or something. I don't know exactly what that. Let's see here, 1969 V Italia. So that went for 46 retail, but I sold it for 28, so I'm happy with that. 28 US, keep in mind. And so I got this at the Goodwill bins actually for, this would be about 50 cents. So that's pretty sweet. I'm pretty sure the reason this was at the bins is because there was a couple little yellow stains on it that might even come out with a wash. So I did let them know that in the description, of course. Next is just this glasses case from Dolce & Gabbana. That went for 10 bucks. I probably picked it up for $1 at the Goodwill thrift store. This is a Buffalo David Byton sweater, very soft. Goodwill bins probably for about 75 cents, and then sold for 9 bucks. Bud Light hat. I was surprised that this sold, but at 10 bucks, probably paid 10 cents. Coors Light, I had this forever, for ages and ages and ages, like. But yeah, sold for 11 bucks. So that's cool. This was nice. I actually found 2 of these at the Goodwill bins. One was identical to this one except for where the green is. It was red instead, and I'm pretty sure these were vintage, absolutely, because the tag and everything. That one went for 25, and I forget what the other one went for, but around 20 or 25 as well. And those were probably about 75 cents a piece as well at the Goodwill bins. Very light windbreakers. This is a Merrill button-up or button-down. Yeah, probably paid 50 cents and sold for 10. LRG. This is a fairly popular brand. Probably paid about 50 cents. Sold for 9 bucks. Not quite sure. I might have paid a couple bucks for this one at a thrift store, but sold for 11. No, actually, that was at the Goodwill bins. Yeah, that one was at the Goodwill bins, so 50 cents for this shirt here. New with tags, even though the tag is cut in half, but still new with tags. And 11 bucks. This would be about $1 at the Goodwill bins. I'm telling you, you can find some great stuff at the Goodwill bins. It's crazy. It's crazy what you find there. And sold for 20 bucks US. So 20 bucks US would probably be about 26, 27 bucks Canadian, just to give you guys an idea if you're Canadian. Taylor Bird. This is older. I picked this up at a thrift store. So it probably would have been about $6 Canadian, so or about 4 bucks USD, and sold for 10. So that wasn't too good. This was Goodwill bins, probably about $1, and then sold for 8. And that is 9 West. This is FootJoy. Um, they're known more for their shoes, but I found this at the Goodwill bins for about 35 cents, quite light, and sold for $8. DKNY, Goodwill bins, probably like 30 cents, 20 cents, and $7. This New Kids on the Block vintage shirt, I picked this up for, it would be about $8 Canadian, all said and done. Sold for 18 American, so that's okay. I actually picked this up. I actually bought this from Curiosity Incorporated. You may or may not know who that is. Archbold, I think it's Alex Archbold. He lives in Edmonton, Alberta. He owns thrifts. What do you call it? He owns a store, a shop, where he sells like vintage stuff and things like that. And so yeah, I got to meet him, and then I picked that up from him. Picked up another shirt and a jacket as well. That's still in my shop. But anyway, moving on, we have this CN, Canadian National Railway hat, also vintage, at the bins, so about 10-20 cents, and then sold for $11. No, sorry, no. And this as well. So this I actually purchased for myself, I would say about 5 years ago. It's a Helly Hansen workwear 2-piece set. So as you can see, this is the top jacket here, and then it has the bottom bib, I think you call it, or yeah, bib, because it goes, and then it has the straps. The jacket had a lot of grease stains on it, as you can see here. Used quite a bit when I was a pipe fitter about 5-6 years ago. I had purchased this for $1,000 Canadian at Mark's Work Warehouse, brand new. That was a weird choice, but anyway, so 800 US is, that's why it doesn't say 1,000 there, because this is American Poshmark.com up here. But these two here sold as a bundle, and they went for $125, so not bad. I'm pleased with that. This jacket has been actually just sitting in my closet for the past 4 or 5 years, so it's good to see it go and get $125 out of it. So next is these Lululemon leggings. I probably would have picked this up at a thrift store for about $6 Canadian, sold for 25 US. This Chaps, Ralph Lauren. Chaps isn't that good of a brand, but I think this was at the Goodwill bins for about 50 cents, and then sold for $8 US. Goodwill bins, 10 cents, sold for $8. This is just a Las Vegas. I don't even know what brand it is, but Sino Cap, yeah, nothing. This is a Jägermeister hat. That sold for $18, so that's pretty exciting right there. Also at the Goodwill bins. So again, 10 cents. It's got the vented cap, says on the back. I like to take pictures of my hats on my styrofoam head that I got at the Goodwill thrift store for like $1 or $2. They had that during Halloween. They had a whole wall of them. Anyway, next is this Burberry sweater or sweatshirt. I don't know. It had the elbow pads, and this. I don't know. No, this would be like at the Goodwill thrift store. Yeah, $6 or $7 Canadian, and it sold for 31. I had this up for quite a while, and it wasn't selling. Like I had first to put it up for about 50 or 60, something like that, and then it wasn't going. So anyway, sold for 31. Lululemon. This is a scuba hoodie. I love selling scuba hoodies. Anything Lululemon I love selling, but especially scuba hoodies. I've sold at least like probably going on like over 10 for sure, 12, I don't know. But this one went for $30. I mean, I've sold some scuba hoodies for like 85, $90, but what can you do? Moving on. We have this Timberland jacket, and I got this at the Goodwill bins as well. So I probably would have paid about $1.50, maybe $2 for that, and it sold for 19 US. This one I was very pleased with. I think I got this at a Goodwill thrift store. Yeah, and so I would have paid about $7, $6 or $7 Canadian as usual, and I sold it for $50 US. The reason I priced it at $50 is because, like, I'm pretty sure that's higher than other people. Yeah, look at this one right here, very similar style to mine, and it's going for $18. This one here, $20. But I loved the baby blue. I love the two-color, whatever. I love that style. and I did wear this a couple times. And I wanted to keep it for myself, so that's why I did raise it to $50. Because other than that, I probably would have put it up for 35 or 40. But somebody bought it for $50, so I was definitely okay with that. I was definitely okay with selling it at that price, because I had priced it where I would be happy enough to no longer be able to wear it. Anyway, moving on. We have this Tommy Hilfiger button down for women, and this would have been at the Goodwill bins, so about 50 cents, and sold for $7 US. Always US. Sorry, I keep saying that. Goodwill bins probably went about 10 cents here, sold for $10, just as a kid's hat, so that was it. Took more time to sell that. Anything kids takes way more time for me, probably for most people. This is a Columbia zip-up hoodie, and this was also at the Goodwill bins, so about $1, maybe $1.25, and sold for $23. So that was a good pickup for sure. And then last I'm going to show today is this 7 for All Mankind jeans. I think I got these. I think this pair here I got for free as a birthday gift. My sister and her husband gave me a what do you call it? A garbage bag full of clothing that they were getting rid of. And so they gave that to me to sell on Poshmark, and that was my birthday gift, which is awesome. And so this was part of that birthday gift. Just these was $30 US I got for these. So thank you very much, Tiffany and Justin, for that. And so yeah, that's everything that's sold there. Here, let me just put that back. So I'm not going to take up too much more of your time. I really appreciate you guys stopping by, and I guess we'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.